Oh. 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 Another day, another dollar. Get these chats going up in here. Let's see, man. Let's see what we got going on the chat side. Gonna talk about something that are being talked about a little bit lately. Really a lot lately. Because it's a real thing that's going on right now. You pull up in the truck stop, get some fuel, take your 10 hours, whatever you finna do, pull up in the truck stop, and you start noticing for the last month or so, 2 months, if you've been running, that it's not a whole lot of hot shots in that truck stop. Just stuff don't look the same like it used to look, man. And it's a real reason. It's a very simple reason. But at the same time, it's a real concern right now if you're getting into this industry, if you are already in this industry, if you are a owner operator in this industry, if you own a company and got your own authority in this industry. It's real shit been going on. And I'm here to tell you that once again, being the economics of everything that's going on and the fine print that a lot of people have failed to read and a lot of the stuff they have signed and agreed to do over the last few months has came back to haunt them. And we're not gonna exclusively blame the COVID, whatever. We're not gonna exclusively blame that, but it played a big ass role in what happened and why things are the way they are right now. So if you are on this live right now, and I would appreciate it a lot if you would like, comment, subscribe if you haven't already, but share this live. Cause I'm finna share something with you, you know what I'm saying? Uh that a few people probably have talked about, but I'm gonna show you. Like I'm gonna actually show you, cause like I said, some of the people that talk about this, it's true what they saying about the reason why you're not seeing a lot of hot shots and people are going out of business. It's true, but they really can't show you. You know what I'm saying? In real on black and white paper, they really can't show you why people are going out of business because they don't run their own authority for the most part. They're leased on, which is not a big deal, but they, you know what I'm saying, put knowledge and tidbits out there from the perspective of somebody that running their own authority, which is cool, and we need that, and they probably got experience doing that, but at the present moment, they may not be doing that, and that's some of the reasons they may not be able to show you some of what I'm finna show you because they don't get to see it. And it's simple as that. They just don't get to see it because that's the parent company that they may be contract working for. That's their business. The real actual numbers. That's their business. That ain't the people business that telling you this stuff because that ain't their company. So that ain't their business. And for the most part, you'll see people that leads people on. They don't do what I do. See, like with my people, everybody get a copy of the policy, insurance wise. Everybody get to see what their policy say. Everybody get to know exactly how much their policy costs. And a lot of times when you lease on to people and they got flat rate insurance or something for you in the contract and it's this much a month or whatever, you can trust and believe that they making money off you. You know what I'm saying? They actually making money off you because the insurance may not be that much. You know what I'm saying? If you don't see it, you never know. So like I said, some of what I'm finna show you from the perspective of somebody that get these type of bills in the mail and they're responsible for this stuff. And it's a whole different level. You worry about your one truck. that leased on to somebody else that carried the policy that really got the weight of the policy on their MC number, DOT number. Now, let's cut this short because I ain't gonna be here long. I just want to show you something, and I ain't just get this. I've been had this for a while. I knew it was coming. I knew what it was, but throughout that whole COVID, whatever, which may or may not do it again. Y'all better have y'all money and shit right now. I'm telling you, cause this shit could shut down again. You know, and I don't know what's gonna happen. Don't nobody know what's gonna happen. But I was blessed that throughout that whole COVID incident and that's still going on right now, I ain't never missed a beat. Nobody that worked with me missed a beat. None of the other trucks missed a beat. Everybody still kept going and moving and being very cautious, but at the same time, still getting to the money. Okay, now, it was some people that saw that, let's just say they had direct shippers. They direct shippers weren't moving anymore. They may have not been acclimated to load boards or acclimated to really looking for their own freight. You know what I'm saying? And if you in this live right now, throw me a comment up in there. Let me know you there. Yeah, let me know you there. Cause I'm gonna show y'all something that a lot of people don't get to see and won't see. You know, simple fact. But you need to be able to see this. You need. I just think y'all should be able to see this. So hit the like button. If you viewers, hit the like button, and I'm gonna show y'all something that you probably won't see anywhere else on YouTube dealing with a hot shot. You know what I'm saying? As far as where the money be going. You know what I'm saying? And that's it. Hit that like button. Throw me a comment. Let me know how the sound quality is and everything, because I don't want to say it but one time. Am I coming through clear? Am I buffering? Is anything going on out of the ordinary? Because when I flip this around and I show y'all this, you're going to be like, hey, know about, hey, man, I appreciate y'all too, man, just watching and learning. Hey, man, hey, it's all good. Matt McGuire, love, bro. It love. Now, I'm going to show y'all something, man. Pull up in the truck stop, you whip that thing, get that fuel, go back there to the back, park your truck. You look around. You see one, maybe two more hot shots in a 150 truck, 200 truck parking lot. Why? Okay. A few months ago, we had a little incident where the country shut down economically in certain areas, but trucks kept moving. Now, like I said, if you had a direct shipper or something like that and you had some lined up stuff that all of a sudden stopped and your company setup wasn't acclimated to actually finding spot market freight, dealing with load boards and brokers and stuff, and you just felt like it was going to be too much trouble to learn that. The government seems like they going to bail us out. They got this SBA stuff going on. I got this one truck. I could just fill out an application, say I got 5 employees, get all this free money. Ooh, the insurance company say, hey, man, I know it's rough on you right now. Just defer that. Just park the truck. I know you're going to park it anyway. Park the truck, defer that for 3 months, and just don't worry about it. And sign this paper right here. Don't worry about reading all that stuff. But just sign this paper right here, and you ain't got to pay insurance again until, let's just say, July or August. Cool. Truck company said the same thing. They said, hey, man, don't pay your note. Don't worry about that note. We're going to put that on the back end. But that was a good thing. They said, we're going to put that on the back end of your loan. But you got to understand, insurance is paid, and that's what I'm getting at. Insurance is paid in advance. Insurance is not based upon the loan. If you could ride insurance and have an accident and not pay till the month after, don't you think everybody will burn the insurance company? That's a good point. Click thumbs up. I think that's a good point. Insurance is paid in advance. Okay, so when they told you, hey, let's defer this, they didn't enter that clause and say, hey, this is going on the back end of a loan, because it's not a loan. It's paid in advance. Either you got it every month and you don't, and they're going to cancel it, and your authority is going to get turned off. Because as soon as your insurance cancels, your authority goes off. So instead of turning your authority off by canceling your policy, they say, hey, let's just defer it, and we'll worry about that later. Worry about that later. Now, that's cool. Now, here it is, July, August. The deferment is over with. Stuff picked back up a little bit. You're like, man, I'm gonna move the truck. I'm gonna go ahead and get that truck back going, man. My directs have they just started back manufacturing and shipping. I'm gonna go to my directs, you know what I'm saying, and do my thing. So you call the insurance company and say, hey man, I'm ready to go again. And mind you, that one truck was probably about $1,200-$1,300 a month, and you pushed it back for 3 months. Okay, well, insurance company like, man, hey, we kept you on. You had the possibility to pay everything up and go ahead and get back running if you so chose to. You did elect to stay out those 3 months. So right about now, we need those 3 months worth of payment. And sure, we'll send you a new reinstatement card and everything's good and you're covered in case something happens. Just send us $3,600 and we're good. And most people's eyes went, because they didn't read that. Okay. Now, let's just say for the majority of people that start in this business, I was later in the year because I wanted to start off in the what they call bad season, because that's just how I am. I started off in the bad season. I know if I can make it through that, make it through the winter and come back into the so-called good season or high shot, if I can make it through the first 6 months in the total bad time, having a fresh, brand new authority, I knew that the spring and the fall would be a breeze. So that's how I looked at it. I started in like August. But for the most part, people start their insurance around April, May, their authority, June, July, August, somewhere in the middle of the year. Most people don't start their authority in the dead of winter, January 1st. I mean, unless that's strategically how you did it. So, with that being said, now it's also time to renew the policy. Okay, so somebody just handed you 3 months worth of time. You took it. And when you came back, you gave them the 3 months. You started back up. And then approximately 3 to 4 weeks later, it rolled over to the next month. And now it's time for your renewal. So the insurance guy, he calls you and he says, hey man, your renewals again, and hey, we're gonna need about $3,500 from you, you know, and we need those $3,500 from you so we can renew that policy that you just got reinstated last month. So let's recap. Got $3,600 just to move again. You got another $3,500, you know what I'm saying, to continue to move once you're moving again. And that's like 72, $7,300, $7,400. Okay. Now, like $7,400, that ain't a lot of money, Jonathan. It is, but you be like, okay, $7,400, that's not a lot of money. That ain't no lot of money. You can have that. Most people got $7,000. Okay, tell me how many people got extra $7,000 to $10,000 laying around that haven't moved their main source of income, which was the truck, in 3 months. Press like if that makes sense. How many people you know got an extra $7,000 to $10,000 that do high shot trucking, any kind of trucking, that set their truck down for 3 months and they still got 10 grand put up? If you know them, they some money managing fool. They good with it. They good with it. But for the average person that living expenses and week to week and month to month doing this trucking that don't have a cushion, I mean a real cushion, them 3 months, they ate up all the money. If they had a cushion, $50,000. At 3 months, they ate up the money. And then you turn around and, you know, take a semi bailout in the process of that, and a lot of people fall falsified and lied and said they had all these employees so they could get all this extra money. And then, you know what I'm saying, it's okay because it's on a 30-year loan and the terms are real good and the expense, the price on it is very low. But trust and believe, if you got 85, $100,000 from these people, how many of you think I'm gonna still be in a truck in 30 years? Look at me in my eye and tell me, how many of y'all think that when you start doing this, 30 years from now, you still gonna be driving across country? Press the like if that don't make no sense. 30 years from now, you still gonna be in a truck. 30 years from now, I'm not paying anything associated with being in a truck 30 years from now. 30 years from now, I'm gonna be somewhere in the Dominican Republic, chilling, Lord willing. But I would not be in a truck, and I would not be paying the SBA loan back in the 30th year because the term was so good and it was so low. If you were still working and you took that money and you ain't do nothing extravagantly good to up your profit margin, you bullshitted. That ain't your money. Okay, what you say? I ain't taking damn dime from 'em. I went to work every day. That's what I did. Ain't want nothing from it, ain't trying to get nothing from it. But let me just show you why. And I use a couple of my business cards to cover up some of the pertinent information on this, but I'm gonna flip this around and show you why that after that deferment where you sat and chill and you thought the government money was cool and you really you wasn't thinking that you really gonna have to pay that insurance back all at once to get back rolling, and you jacked off a little money, you bought a couple scooters, you did a couple things, but at the same time you weren't ready for the renewal. See, these them bills they don't see. Watch this, y'all. Now, when I show you this, just throw me a comment of what you think about this. And this ain't fake, this ain't old. You see the due date on it. Read it. And that's not for 5 trucks. That's for 3 trucks. The other 2 that's CDL, they on another policy. But that's 2 trucks. That's 3 trucks right there. You see what it do? That's the renewal. 93.27.49. How much that is for the year? 57,000. So when you look around the truck stop, and you don't see too many, you know what I'm saying? Most of them folk were taking them whole load for nothing instead of running these partial like I've been telling y'all and getting your bread up and your volume up and diversifying yourself with all these shippers. Meanwhile, working with your direct customer, even if that means adding more trucks to make it happen. You can't be all everywhere at one time, but you could diversify yourself, split yourself up, and you could work them direct customers and keep everybody happy. See, that's the whole point. When you work and put all your eggs in one basket, it sounds good. Contract freight, that's cool. That's one of the ultimate goals. Shit sound good, but diversity is the key. That's why when you buy a big rig, you expect the truck to be as diverse as possible. You get a mid-size wheel base. You get a tall sleeper roof so it can cut air across a reefer or a tank, or you can still run flatbed with it. You know what I'm saying? That's why you buy stuff like that. It's versatility. Same thing with your business. It got to be versatile. You got to be diverse. So, without diversity, you paint yourself in a corner when things like this happen. Didn't nobody see this stuff coming? But do you think if I had sat on my ass and just was like, hey man, I ain't gonna worry about it. They saying we ain't gotta pay this insurance, I'm gonna just let it sit. Okay, now I'm gonna put you in perspective on them 3 trucks. Just on the 3 trucks, I was paying $3,200 straight out like that. 3 trucks. Cause my rate a little bit better than the average rate because I've been in business. But yeah, well, yeah, Progressive is high, but you gotta think about this too. all insurance is basically gonna be around, certain areas. Then I got different drivers. They got different circumstances on their license. I got one driver in particular that got some extenuating circumstances. So their actual part of the insurance is a little bit more than the other two trucks. So it ain't just equal straight out like that. If you divided that money up, it ain't equal like that. Some people got more to deal with than others on that payment. But at the end of the day, if everybody in the company, I had to call everybody, was like, man, we ain't doing that. Government say they got some money for us. They gonna give us something for free. We can sit down, ain't nothing going on. The insurance said they ain't gonna fuck with our authority. They gonna let the shit keep going, and don't worry about it for 3 months. All y'all suspend y'all truck payments or whatever y'all got, and we just gonna roll and see how it end and how it turn out. And then I turn around and get on some shit and lie like I got like 10, 12 employees, get the little $10,000 advance motherfucker telling you to get and all that, and then try to qualify for the real loan, get it, probably get 100 bands and owe that for 30 years. Motherfucker, I would not be trucking in 30 years. My company will be sold. Listen to me. See, y'all ain't, it way more level to the shit that I be talking about than the shit other folk be talking about, because some fact of the matter is there is a end game. A game without an end is just chaos. That's just everlasting chaos. That's an end game. You want to build something that even if it ain't trucking, your brand, you want to build that to the point where somebody sees the profit potential in it, and is interested in purchasing it as a whole. You can't do that with delinquent payments. You can't do that with deferred insurance on that. When people go back and do their due diligence on your company, you know what I'm saying? They want to go back and do 5 years of your books before they purchase this company, which they probably will do, and go back over a fine-tooth comb. They're going to wonder why this payment for insurance was absorbently high right after this COVID. And I said, okay, y'all deferred. Okay, what were y'all doing for income while you deferred? In case this ever happens again, we'll know how to cover our ass. Well, we just sat and waited on the government to give us some money. I ain't never asked for a motherfucker to give me shit. Never in life. Because they don't work like that where I'm from. It don't even go like that. You know what I'm saying? So it's to the point where I knew that irregardless of what was going on, what was happening out there, what they said was going to happen, I had to take the precautions, let everybody in the company know, hey man, we taking all precautions necessary. If you want to sit down, stay at home, and do whatever you want to do, that's completely up to you. We talking over with your family and stuff. Hey man, ain't nothing above your health. But at the end of the day, if this virus is just like a cold and it's contagious and it depending on your immune system and your contact with other people, I'm finna go my ass to work and stay away from people. And when I come in contact with surfaces, continue to wash my hands. Ride with Lysol. Spray the wheel down. Door handles, my hands. If I can't get to a faucet to wash my hands, I soak my hands in Lysol, let it sit for 30, 40 seconds, and wipe them off real good with paper towel, and repeat. You know? And you can't be too careful. But at the same time, did I sit on my ass and wait on the government to give me anything, or hope and pray? Nope. Nope. Did I lie? Nope. Did I put the integrity of my company at stake to tell them people that I had 5 employees instead of 5 contract workers? Nope. Because guess what? Them people can go get their money. That left it available for them people to go get that money on their own LLC if that's what they wanted to do. If they wanted some assistance on unemployment or some assistance for anything they wanted to do, I left that option open for them by not lying. Yeah, man. Yeah. So like I say, folks ain't gonna show you that bill. I got a bill $57,000 in the mail. And fucking what? That is the nature of the beast. That's what we out here doing. We get money. I'm telling you how to get money. Every single time I put up a video, I'm telling you how to get money where it seems to be no money. I look at Landstar load boards and stuff like that. I'm just gonna say Landstar just to say somebody, but I look at these boards and company boards and all that. I see what them folk pulling. Now, dry van, some flatbed, some high shot stuff. Mid $2 a mile sometime. Yeah. Dry van stuff, 41, 44, 38, 31, 28,000 pounds. Stuff like that. Which is cool. $2.60 a mile. I went from Mississippi to Georgia and dropped off on a Monday, made it to Vermont by a Thursday evening, and was back home by Saturday evening on the same clock. On the same clock. But at the same time, overall miles, I averaged over $3.80 a mile. Over $3.80 a mile. You go back and look at that video, you know what I'm saying? At one point in the trip, I had a little over $5 a mile on the trailer. On the way up there, I ran like 5 loads and a take home that week. On my way to run 1 load. All that shit was on the way. I stayed on 95. I only got off 95 for an hour and a half one time, and I got off 95 again to go into the East Hampton, Long Island, and all that stuff. But other than that, I didn't deviate. Go ahead, Corey. I didn't deviate. You know what I'm saying? I really didn't. Yeah, Virginia high shot, man. Hey, guys, don't borrow, man. Let the low overhead rules. Hey, real talk. Hey, now, hey, VA. What's up, VA? What's up, man? Hey, I like that. Hold on, I'm going to show y'all. I love that truck, y'all. I can't say it enough. This the shit right here, y'all. Y'all just, hey, man, you say what you want to say. That truck right there. Man, thumbs up if you like them, what it is, third gen. You like that third gen? Thumbs up for a third gen, y'all. Ain't nothing but a little baby. It's just a little baby. Pulling motherfucker. Man, she just, hey. What you say about low overhead VA high shot? Hey, guess what? Virginia high shot. That truck out 14 grand. I like to tell this story right here, y'all. I gotta tell y'all a story. Now, when I first started, in my town, I had a friend. He started doing high shot a year earlier. Me and him had already been talking about doing it, but I got a decent job at this place, and I ain't gonna name the place, but I got a pretty good job at this place, and I wasn't able to go into the high shot thing with him. He did it. He went on. He made money. He did everything. CDL high shot. He did a lot of containers and some more stuff. Cool dude, boy. Called Tay. But anyway, so Tay was already doing it, and probably like a year later, I started working at that place, and I was like, I'm gonna go ahead and do it. So, the overhead, that was my biggest thing, you know what I'm saying? When I first started, I was like, man, how can I get into this, not cheap, but for the most sensible investment possible, the most reasonable, well thought out investment possible without spending like 100 grand or without tying my credit up for like 100 grand. So, I saved my money. Boy, I went on a mission. Like, before I bought this house, that probably about 3 years ago, before I bought this house, I went on a mission, y'all. And it was a serious mission, you know what I'm saying? My mission at hand was to get as much money as I could get and get the fuck on down. Because where I'm from, there's a whole lot of bullshit going on. And I'm just going to say it like this. Motherfuckers is the police. A lot of motherfuckers the police. I ain't got no particular motherfuckers I'm talking about or nothing. But it's a lot of motherfuckers the police. And the shit I used to do, there was a lot of motherfuckers with the police. So I left that shit alone and came down here, got out that shit, got me a check and piled some money, came down here, bought me a house. Guess what? Hey, man. 14 grand. I seen that truck at Mag Hyatt in, I want to say Madison, when they first built that dealership down there. And I saw it online, 2006, Dodge Ram, 6-speed manual. I'm like, I could drive a stick. Yeah, hey, I've been driving that. I can shift for 10 speed. I can shift for 12, 13, 15, 18 speed. I can run it. Float crazy. Y'all seen my video, clear sold separately. But at the same time, hey, I said, man, I could probably get that truck, and if it ain't beat up, it ain't too crazy or nothing like that, I could work on it. But as long as it get me through, let's just say the first 7, 8, 9 months, I could see that working. I went to holler at them. They say they want 14 grand. Okay. I had 14 grand. Cash. But in the midst of that, I was like, I had to buy a trailer. I don't want no trailer note. That little ass note gonna aggravate the shit out of me. I don't want no $152 ass note nagging me and I fuck around and forget or some shit like that. And I'm just starting out. Little shit like that, I couldn't concentrate on that. So I was like, man, let me save this cash and go buy a trailer cash. You know what I'm saying? And actually got one from the dealership that was on consignment that somebody had bought, went directly out of business because they dropped a skid steer off the side of it. First delivery. They bent the ramps and everything. They're like a 10,000 pound skid steer. Let's see who this is. Hey.
Hello.
What's up? I'm live. How you doing, niece? But yeah, okay. So I was like, man, that could probably work. You know what I'm saying? 14 grand, that ain't a lot of money. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna use my credit a little bit. I'm gonna put $1,000 down and go and get it off the lot because, you know, it had been there on the lot for a while. It wasn't a new truck and they really, they were trying to get rid of it. But what I came to realize when I got on the lot and started looking at the truck, I saw a few key things that I was like, oh, hell yeah. First thing I noticed, truck did not have a gooseneck ball in it. I was like, that's a plus. So whatever they pulled with the bumper. It probably wasn't that heavy. Okay, that don't mean everything, but yeah, okay. So I talked to the actual salesman. The salesman was like, we had a guy come in and test drive it about a week ago, and he said he didn't want it because the clutch didn't feel right. It had some slip to it. So he was supposed to come back and get the truck, but he never came back. But we actually put a brand new clutch in the truck just to try and go ahead and sell the truck. They put a brand new clutch in. It so happened to be a South Benders. Now, it wasn't a dual disc. It was organic with a heavy-duty pressure plate on it. Basically, a stock with an upgraded friction and pressure plate. So when I looked at that, I was like, he showed me the paperwork where they did everything and everything. I was like, okay, that's a plus. That's a fresh clutch. So I know how to drive a manual well, so I know I'm not gonna be the one to mess it up. So that's fresh. Okay, that's cool. Looked in the interior, air blue cold. I said, okay, this is coming together. 6-speed manual. That's gonna be good on gas. No ball. And then I go around to the back of the truck and look at the edge of the bed, where the top of the bed, and I noticed there's a line like weather strip or adhesive, and then probably every 4 feet on the bed, I see a rusty circle right there. I said, man, ain't no way. Truck had a camper top on it, y'all. So I'm like, okay, we know they ain't had no ball. They really probably loaded some equipment or some stuff up in here, and they had a topper on there, man. So, you know, I'm like, this might be grandpa's truck. And when they come to find out, the old owner, they used that truck to transport workers on and off the job site, and they pulled a 12-foot or a 16-foot pull behind trailer with it. Truck had 160,000 miles. Everything was good with it, mechanically solid, new brakes, new tires, new everything. And I paid for that truck, and I bullshit you not, y'all, 14 grand in 14 weeks. After I came home, we got all the insurance. I went and got a trailer, not that week, but the next week we started out with that truck and proceeded to give the said finance company $1,000 a week. And we were able to do that because we moved at a rate to where we really didn't have no serious overhead. We bought everything we had needed, and you know, $1,000 a week is what we gave them every week for the next 14 weeks. So the whole process, I say, was 18-week process. That truck was paid for, and we started working on the insurance for the whole year and started actually calculating what it would be and what we had to pay, which is actually discounted if you go ahead and pay it all off early. And I work with tabs, and they actually deducted some money from a lot of invoices and stuff, and put it in a reserve account. And I just press the button, and boom, my insurance will pay for the whole year. So sometimes you see my videos and clicking the descriptions with tabs and things like that. It may not be for everybody, but it was for me. It helped me out, and I will say this: I still use them, and there's a reason why I still use them. So, there's a lot of people may have some bad things to say about them, and use other people, to each his own. But like I said, I'm just let you see this again. Why? This is why. Shit ain't no harder than what people think it is. This shit about $1. That's how you keep going. Well, that's how you get it going. And that's how you keep it going. Man, Hot Shot Veteran, I was showing them, I was showing them, bro. I just made this video to show why we don't see very many hot shots in the truck stops and out on the highways anymore, man. And this shit purely economic, and it is serious, like I said, behind that COVID stuff and all that stuff that went down, what I'm saying? A lot of people, they may have had direct customers that stopped moving, and as a result, they weren't as diverse as they needed to be as far as being familiar with the spot market and how to actually run freight and track down freight and keep those trucks moving, to the point where they had to defer. And then when it's time to start back going, insurance company wants all that deferred money right then, because it's not like the house payment or the car payment. Those are loans, and I was explaining that insurance is paid in advance. If insurance were paid on the back end, we'd all just drive into something, get sued for $1 million, tell the insurance to pay it, they pay it, and then it's time for our premium, and we run off. That that would happen if insurance were paid on the back end. Insurance is paid on the front end. It's not a loan. So it didn't work like the house and the truck and all that. And them folk want their money. Ain't no back end of the loan to put it on. This is right now. And then, like I said, most high shot companies start their company in the good times of the year, like March, April, May, June, July, maybe August, some people September. But you rarely see people start their authority off in the dead of winter in December, January, OND months. October, November, December, when everybody really kind of hunkering down for the winter or figuring out what they're going to do with these trucks and stuff for the winter. Most people don't start off right there. So right about now, most of those people that are getting letters about the money from deferment are also getting the same letter about renewal. So at that rate, you got some people that are looking at $15,000, $20,000, up front. This ain't a bill. This is prepaid insurance. They want $10,000, $15,000, $20,000 up front, especially if you got multiple trucks. And that's why I showed you that that's not for 5 trucks. That's for 3 trucks. And that's the 3 that are non-CDL, and there's 2 more that's CDL on a different kind of policy. But that just goes to show you that in the midst of, let's just say you had 1 truck and that was $1,300 a month, and you deferred that for 3 months, that's $3,900. And then you get another letter a month after you give them that money that says, hey man, you just gave us $3,900, we need $3,750 more to renew your policy for that 1 truck. Just 1 truck. And you look at a scenario where it's a $7,000, $8,000 loss in the midst of deferred time when the truck wasn't making any revenue. And then, like I said, a lot of people end up thinking they were going to be able to lean on some of those loans, and some people fabricated and said they had more employees. I ain't got nothing to do with that, but at the same time, a lot of people thought that when this stuff happened, that SBA, all that stuff was going to be the end-all, be-all of everything. And some people won throughout that. I didn't even apply for that shit, because the whole time it was going on, I never started working. So why should I take money from the pile that for people that affected by this stuff and all that stuff? So like I said, I ain't applied for shit. I ain't tried to get it. I don't want it. All that unemployment assistance, payroll assistance. I ain't got no employee. Don't nobody work for me. To the point where these folk they own boss. These people 1099 employees, they can file their own shit, get their own money. I don't do that. You know what I'm saying? So by not lying, by not fabricating, by not doing, you know what I'm saying? Hey man, hotshot veteran, man, you can't defer it, man. It don't make financial sense unless that's the only alternative. Really, that got to be the last alternative, and most people made that the first alternative. That's why it's so widespread. If people had to actually stopped and read the fine print and really looked at what they were saying they were gonna do for these 3 months, knowing that no real income, hoping the government would do something, and then people came in and did offer assistance, you know what I'm saying? It was cool, but at the same time, every day the truck don't move. Most people lose $1,000 in revenue if you're trying to get to some money out here. If you really running, hit that like button if you need to be making $1,000 a day out here. Hit that ding ding, cause I want $1,000 a day or better. Ding ding ding, hit that damn like button. If you doing this shit right here, you know one thing, you get your little bit of hot shot out there, little old non-CDL hot shot, and clear you $1,000 or better a day, you'll have you a good week. Do that for 20 days a month. Do that shit for 20 days a month and tell me what your end of the month gonna be. Do you $1,000 a day profit? Do you $1,000 a day profit? That ain't number two partial. $1,000 a day profit. Two little old bitty partial. You gonna profit more than that in a week, but two little bitty partial every day will get your number. It ain't hard. It ain't strenuous. You ain't gotta stress yourself. These folk that really do this stuff that's on their live right now, no, I ain't lying. You ain't gotta argue with nobody. You ain't do nothing. Take what you want. And that other stuff, man, them little bitty partials there. One pallet, 500 pounds, it going 600 miles for $500. And then you can link something else with it. They're going to that same damn near 600-mile spot for $750. And then you link it up with that other little bitty one, put it on the tail end of that trailer, going to that same 600-mile spot for $1,000. Man, you just made $250 a mile. Man, you down there at $3. And you done went them same 600 and something miles, man. Real talk, about $800, $1,800, about $1,800. You do that little math real fast, about $1,900. So shit ain't crazy, and you can drive 600 miles in a day. Hey man, VA hot shot, I know, bro. We do this shit. If you can do $1,000 a day, that's a mid-range number. Ain't nothing low about it. Ain't nothing extremely high about it. That's a good, solid basis of a number. If you can do $1,000 a day and profit there sometimes, you know what I'm saying, $1,000 a day, you know what I'm saying, even in a big rig, running short stuff that's local and being at home every night, if you can get you $600-700 a day and ain't burning no diesel, you making money. Shit ain't hard. Hey, shit ain't hard. People make this shit complicated, and people do stuff to themselves without knowing sometimes. So we're gonna show you this one more time. So if you deferred your insurance and you started your company in August, like I did, well, really July, because I started July the 2nd, but I ain't pulled my first load till like August the 2nd. And that was my company started, then my authority, then I got my everything, and then boom, I was the next second of the month I was going. I arrived. But my renewal is July 23rd. Every year, it don't change. July 23rd was the day that my authority went active, and that's why I be telling people they be talking to 21 days. I understand that, but from the time I made my LLC on July 2nd, I put in for the authority, cause the person that was supposed to be doing it for me, they lacked on it a little bit, and that stuff got did on like the 7th. My authority went active on the 23rd, and that's including weekends and everything, because I went on, got the insurance, they did their due diligence, they sent my shit on 23rd. As you can see, the 23rd. But that 3 truck, 932749, and for the year, you can go and get ready to get their ass $60,000. That's basically 20 grand a piece of truck, but like I said, that ain't split 3 ways. And like, comment, subscribe. Y'all know it, y'all see it. Hot shot truck, a flatbed, LTL, expedited, team, overdimensional, dispatch, consultant, all that old good ass shit. all that good shit. Like I told y'all in the last video, it's real professional business. Get you some business card made. We ain't trying to see you back soliciting, no brokers or nothing like that. But if somebody asks you for a card, hey, I wanted to give them. You need short run truck for small day trips, don't you? LOL. Um, it'll be better. It'll be more suited for what you're trying to do. If you, I mean, day cab or something like that for little short stuff, you know, it's all local. But what I advise people to do when they spec a truck is to spec the most versatile truck they can. If you're doing something short haul like that, and you know you need a short body truck to make it in the alley docks and stuff like that, you'll come get you like a 240 wheelbase with a sleeper. You might not get the condo sleeper, but you gonna make that available just in case that direct shipper says, hey man, everybody getting sick. We ain't working there in there. You get your ass up on the reefer. Get your ass up on the tanker if you got that endorsement. Get your ass up on the flatbed and keep the damn money going. This shit ain't about what you want and what the customer right there at hand always want. This about what's best for your business. So when you specking equipment, you want to spec the most versatile stuff you can. If you into car hauling, something like that, you spec a trailer that might could do 5 cars, but you can get a flat load deck where you drop all your stuff down, and you could do 3 vans if that's what they doing right now. You know what I'm saying? Even though you strictly on vehicles and automobile, you make yourself more versatile because you can put tall stuff on there and get a premium. You know what I'm saying? When you doing flatbed high shot, you know what I'm saying? You get a trailer that got real with stake pockets and chain spools, and you might have some D-rings installed and this and that and the other. You got your mega ramp for different kind of equipment, your straight ramps for whatever you're doing like that, but it's about versatility, and that's what you do. You know what I'm saying? You make yourself as desirable in any market as you can, not just what that customer wants. The only way I buy something specifically just only for that one customer, it got to be a guaranteed contract running about 3 years. If I'm gonna spend my money on some equipment, 365-day contract ain't gonna even work. That ain't gonna work. Cause after that contract up, I still got that truck. I still got whatever I bought. You need about a 3-year contract, cause I'm gonna fully pay for that truck, and I'm not finna double up no notes to do it. Just suit no customer. No, that ain't how business economics work. You do what streamline profile for your profit margin. And if it coincides with the customer, they can remain a customer. But I ain't finna hurt myself for not one customer. No, not gonna do it. Cause that ain't what they work off for. If you give away $100 a day in profit that you could have made, do that shit for a month, and that'll be $2,000. After you ran you 20 days a month, that'll be about $2,000 you gave away, and you been gave away about $25,000 at the end of the year, and you ain't gonna know what happened when your truck need a turbo like mine did, and all that other stuff. You spent $14,000 because you didn't give it away. You can have it, you ain't gonna give it away. And you come home, everything's still cool, everything's still on, we ain't worried about nothing. Got my own operator, I take care of other folks. I love to take care of my people, man. Why did? Hold on. I be getting it in. I'm out here getting it in right now. That's on the operator. On bed. There go my truck right there. It's a real, man. It ain't no game, man. This 7 days a week, 365 days with me. And this stuff ain't nobody ever really talking about. Cause the some fact matter, they ain't responsible for nobody but theyself. When I tell y'all about fleet building, expanding, asset-based carrier, that's what we doing. It's serious. It's serious. And like I say, everybody got their own thing going. You know what I'm saying? We got a truck in Lansing, Illinois. We got a truck in Mississippi. We got another truck in Texas. We got another one either over there in Florida. And guess what? Another truck coming soon, right out of Mississippi. And in the midst of all this stuff, the number say, add another truck. I ain't arguing with the number. Take my feelings out of this shit a long time ago. And that's what it boiled down to. You don't see these trucks. You don't see these HOTSHOTS. Shit about $1. It really is. And people like us that still running. Jane Wilson, he in Mississippi too. What part of Mississippi you in, Jane? Yeah, you don't go barb till you got that overhead right, baby. Yeah, yeah. James William, that overhead to be. Oh, you knew Vicksburg. Oh, boy. I got, I pick up a lot of freight around the Vicksburg, buddy. If you gonna start out, you gotta get your mind right, cause I be lurking, boy. I be lurking. I be really lurking. Get your mind right, though, man. Hey, good luck to you. If you do come on out here, man, holler at me, though, man. I got a couple people down there I put you up with in Vicksburg where you ain't gotta weed through the bullshit, but at the same time, yeah. I'm down here. Like I said, you around Vicksburg, you around Jackson, you around Greenwood, you around Memphis, you around Birmingham, Mobile. Hey, yeah, it love. But I be coming through. Hey, and all them trucks that say no, but that ain't me. That is not me driving. Better check out the size of them bed and see if there's some denalities or not and all that there. Ford coming soon too, man. I believe everything go right. Truck already been bought. Yeah, truck been bought, trailer getting made, so man, everything keep going how it going. Ford coming soon. But like I said, man, it ain't no secret why you don't see a lot of them around. Because simple fact, man, before all this stuff happened, more folk that were doing this, even the people that had contract freight, couldn't see how to manage the money well enough to not see that deferment was not an easy way out. It wasn't no end all be all. And it wasn't no incident where, you know what I'm saying, that was just gonna magically make the world spin at its normal pace and everything just kind of, you know. Hey, man, yeah, keep your eye out for me, Jane, cause I sure be moving around, boy. You sort of see me everywhere, though. But like I said, man, everywhere. If you in Canada and you're in the lower part of Canada, you might see me pop up there. You in the north part of Mexico, you might see me there. But guess what? I take the time to show each and every one of y'all every week. You know what I'm saying? And I don't upload like I should, but it's a lot going on. I show y'all on a week-to-week basis that upping your volume, not worrying about it. Try to watch Toe Pick, South Georgia High Side. And hey man, all them folk got really good pages though. I appreciate the compliment, but man, all them folk got really, really good channels. I fuck with them. I watch that shit just like that. You know, I hope they watch mine, but you know, yeah, it's all good, man. It love. But cause everybody out here working, man, trying to get it. Hey, hey, what's up, Corey? Hey man, he called me Ram. Yeah, I fool with the Rams, man. As you see, I got the whole passenger side, put EGR cool on that truck and everything, bro. And a little fan clutch and some belts and hose, a new tensioner. You know, I just like do everything. If I'm gonna touch it, we're gonna do everything that touching everything. Now, water pumping all. It get to the point where I want to damn near put a balance on them motherfucker, but I know it don't need one, so it is what it is. But at the same time, yeah, I just try my best to push y'all up on game because it's a reason for everything. It's a reason for everything. It's a reason that COVID stuff got far out of hand as it did. It's a reason that a lot of people came up and felt like, you know what I'm saying, as bad as things are, I don't want to risk my health. My shippers ain't acting right. The receivers ain't open like they should be. Let me just take this deferral, you know what I'm saying, without actually knowing the consequences of doing that. And I will say this again, insurance is not a loan. Insurance is paid up front, month to month. Your renewal, month to month. So, when someone asks you to defer something that does not have a later date to defer to, because it's not a loan, you can't put it on the end, that means when you turn around and say, hey, I'm done with the deferral, I want to start over again, they need all 3 of those months' payment back at one time. And that's a big deal especially if you started your company around this time of the year, as most people did, because soon as you look at that letter, they got you another letter coming like 2 days later that says, hey, your renewal is due, give us another $3,000 to $5,000. So that plus that, which is basically 2 months worth of payments, plus those 3 months worth of payment is 5 month worth of payment at one time, and most people can't handle that kind of pressure on their money and their finances. And the people that really wanted it, they just went kind of in debt. Yeah, and a lot of people, burned up some cards and got some loans and stuff, and then poop, here go SBA say, hey man, hey, y'all stop doing all that crazy shit. We got some money for y'all. All you gotta do is tell us how many employees you got and what kind of hardships you're going through, what you really made, and we'll give you some money to help out. And some people lied. Some people told the truth though. There was some people that had some legitimate employees. They got all their stuff ducks in a row, and most of them you probably still see them. Some of those that lie, you still see them. But people that really didn't have a solid plan and just was going off of what they heard about deferment and not really calling the insurance company and asking them, hey man, what does this really mean to me financially? It became an issue when it was time to come back out. So yeah, you're gonna see a lot fewer people, but they're gonna soon be replaced by more people that want to start and come out and do it. And that's cool. That's the progression of any business, any type of thing like this. People fall out of the game, people come in the game. But what I want you to know is always be diligent with your truck. If that truck can move and get to $1 safely, do that. You know, don't look for the easy way out in any of this. Like this hot shot trucking, they can say what they want to say, but you might as well take it as serious end of the trucking, because as you can see by that bill over there, it's the same thing. My authority do the same thing. I go get a big rig and put it out there and give me a CDL and drive that some gun tomorrow, add it to my insurance. It's the same thing. Right? So, the severity and the importance of what we do, safety-wise and everything, is of the utmost importance. You know what I'm saying? So, a lot of people look at it like, oh man, they getting over the system with the little bitty truck and they doing this. No, 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 no. Your big rig payment might be $2,700 and my truck payment might be $800. You might be getting 7 miles to the gallon while I'm getting 15 miles to the gallon. But we out here doing the same thing. We out here doing the same damn thing. I told 10,000 pounds, you told 40,000 pounds. I told 10,000 pounds for $1, and I told 10,000 pounds for $2. You told 40,000 pounds for $2. If I told 5,000 pounds for $1 a mile, and you told 10,000 pounds for $2 a mile, we out here doing the same shit. You know what I'm saying? And at the end of the day, I pay it right on by these folks. They're getting them $2.50 and $2.70 a mile. They're having a wonderful day, and I wish them all the luck and blessings in the world having a wonderful day. But I just rolled past you down to $4 a mile on that trailer. And you can believe that. If you see more than one thing on that trailer, it's up above $3 damn near. Really, every time. You might be 260, 250, 240 or something like that with 2 items on there, and there's room for something else because I know what the hell I'm doing. If you see me with an empty trailer, I'm going to pick up something. I just drop something off and I'm going to pick up something else. If you see me out on the road, it is what it is. Y'all know me. I don't leave home on no bullshit, because one thing about it, our top priority is getting out there, getting the work done safely, get that paperwork signed, get our ass back to the house. Back to the house with some soft at and it's cool air, and this shit look nice and it color coordinated, and she got crosses on the wall and make you feel good and all that shit. That's what we come on. That's what we try to do. Get out there, get some money, and come to the house. So, like I say, man, diligence in what you do and just persevering through whatever the trials is. Like I said, I never stopped working. Most of y'all that watching this never stopped working. Y'all took the necessary precautions. Y'all wore y'all mask. Y'all, hey man, congratulations. And it ain't over with, but congratulations for anybody that's still in business right now. I gotta give you a real one. I gotta give you the real one, because if you stood through what's going on right now, you want it. See, they're one of them situations where all this shit come into being to really more or less. Tells how bad a lot of people want this stuff, man. When it ain't easy and when your direct shipper ain't paying $3 a mile. When the truck ain't cooperating, money ain't coming in right, and you got to lean on what you done say. When something come up and the whole damn country want to go to a halt, all your people stop moving and everything, can you get up off your ass? Can you get up off your ass and find out something different than what's been your comfort zone every day? This has been a testament of people that want to stick around and don't mind putting their money where their mouth is. And like, I ain't gonna hold it for long, but I just want to let y'all see, man, this shit ain't sweet. It ain't, man, I make this shit look damn decent. This shit ain't sweet, though. And more people ain't gonna do what I do because they don't run like I run. If you out here and you do this, click the like button. If you feel like other people don't work like you work, click that motherfucking like button. If you feel like folks don't work like you work, I don't feel like nobody work like me, y'all. And that's just how you gotta be. Because that means you doing your hardest. You working your hardest. You getting your all every day. When you come out here and that goddamn broker say it's going to be this size and it's going to be this weight, when you get, goddamn it, it's supposed to be that weight, that size. Hit the like button if you out here and you ain't bullshit. Hit that. Tag that like button for that. If you out here by some business, this shit serious. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I love about this right here. Because it's one of the few places YouTube in that truck where you can actually be yourself, run that business, how you gonna run it, and if it ain't the shit to be taken, you took it. Them be the day where you ride around and think about when you first started and when you used to fall for the okie doke on the phone and the shit was like, oh, you could go over there, it ain't no big problem. You can still get it and it'll fit and all that. You went over there and it wasn't what they said and you really didn't get no more extra money. You ran the shit anyway. That's them days you sit back in the truck and think way back 2018 and just laugh at your damn self. That's why I make these videos. So you don't have to sit back and laugh at your damn self in a year or 2 years, and you can make you some videos, tell folks, hey man, don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't buy this. Don't buy this certain thing. It's gonna break. Don't do that. That's why I do these videos. And I love y'all, man. Real talk. I love every last one of y'all that be on these lives, on these videos, that be watching the channel, that support and show love. Because man, it's a worldwide struggle and we die, we don't hustle. For real. And that's what happened to the game. When you ain't hustling, that's like a fish that's sitting in the water and don't want to swim, can't breathe. That fish don't get no oxygen to that water past them gills. It can sit there all day. If it don't move and get up and hustle, it'll surely die. And that's all I got to say, man. Keep that hustle strong. Keep your mind right. Take your feelings out this shit. If the number can't tell you what to do, just be still. Keep saving your money and figure it out. But when it right, when the time right, everything lined up, you'll be able to look at the numbers and the number will absolutely tell you what it is. It'll take your feelings out this shit. When it's time to hold up and when it's time to fold up, you'll know it. And it ain't nobody gonna be able to tell you no different. Because one thing about it, the numbers ain't gonna lie. They gonna tell you what it is, and at the end of the day, if you bullshitting or not. And that's all I got for this one, man. Peace, love. And we gonna holler at y'all, man. Keep the wheel the right side down. Just like I said, can't nobody hustle this shit like you. Hustle, grab them parcels, do what you gotta do, get that volume up. Fuck what them haters talking about. First, man, I want to get off, but I gotta get them. Fuck a hater. First of all, let me say this. And, hey, equivocally, hey, categorically, fuck a hater. It's gonna be a lot of people telling you what you can't do, what you shouldn't do, what it ain't possible, what it ain't. Work your ass off. Fuck them. I ain't had shit. I ain't never had shit. And ask some motherfucker about that. I ain't had shit. I ain't had a goddamn thing. And get what? Man, I told y'all what my bigger problem is with this company for this whole year, for the whole 2020 going in 21 tax season. Keep the whole company under $1 million gross. Fuck a hater. And I say it one more time. Motherfucker telling you what it is, the number gonna tell you what it is. If your money right, your number right, you won't do it, step out on faith, you know you gonna work hard, do the shit. And then what they talking about? Man, nothing. But next time they car break down, tell them you got a truck or a trailer, you'll come get them for wherever the fuck they at for $2.50 a mile. Peace.